So the other day I went and checked out Vampire Academy, directed by Mark Waters, who also directed Mean Girls. And this movie is about Rose Hathaway, who's a Dhampir, who's a kind of half human, half vampire. And their job is to protect Strigoi, who are vampires, from immortal vampires who are called the Strigoi. So it's a lot of, they have these half vampires, half humans, and then they have vampires, and then they have very bloodthirsty vampires. You got nice vampires and then bad vampires. And so Rose Hathaway is protecting Lisa Dragomir, who they both go to the Vampire Academy, and there they learn to do magic and also deal with gossip. And this is a lot of mixture between Mean Girls, Twilight, and Harry Potter. I really got a Harry Potter feel for this movie. And there's a threat that's attacking their school. So they gotta stick together between gossip, love triangles, and this threat. And I'm just gonna say that this movie sucks really bad. Vampire Academy is one of the worst movies I've seen in a long time. It's a book, and they adapted this book into this movie, and you don't care for these characters one bit. They all have these cheesy lines, they have this terrible acting, and I am bored throughout the whole entire movie. The movie is about an hour and 44 minutes long, and it is terrible throughout the whole time. There is no real major threat that goes on at this school that can involve the whole entire world. I mean, if there was a threat at the school that involved the whole entire world and everything, lives were at stake and everything, then you might be able to care for the characters a little more and care for the plot a little bit more. But no, it's all happening like inside the Vampire Academy, and you don't care for these characters one bit. So this non-major threat isn't even interesting to watch at all. I must say that this girl who plays Rose Hathaway, Dutch, is very, very, very beautiful, and she's fun to look at, but she's got some very bad acting, and her friend Lisa is very bad too. So you got these no-name actors in this movie, and this movie only made $4.7 million over the weekend, and they're already thinking about making a second one, Frostbite? No. This movie is very, 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 very boring to watch. Doesn't ever build up to anything. They experience magic and learn about magic, but the way that they do a little magic, a little like click your hands in the little fireball or little sticks, and they show like a brief moment of them learning about air, land, fire and water, all those kind of things, and it's very small and just a little tiny bit. I wish they would have brushed up more on the magic, but they did have this good element. If you really feel like it was Mean Girls, you got this love triangle and the girls that are popular and hate Lisa and Rose, and they're all kind of clashing, you know, that typical high school setting drama, but they don't really feel like it's high school. I feel like it's more like a college type setting, but they did a good job of actually showing this gossip setting, tween filled academy, but it's still not very good. I gotta say that those scenes were okay to watch, but overall the movie was just very terrible. The vampire craze is over already. Get over it. I think it's zombies right now, but I don't know. This movie is terrible to watch. I had no emotions whatsoever. I literally sat there in the movie looking like this. I think the one scene that made me change my emotions is when the girl Rose took her shirt off and took her pants off, and you saw her in her bra and panties and everything, and then a little smile went up, but that was it. And other than that, this movie is very terrible. No real major threat, very boring plot, terrible acting skills, terrible fighting scenes, terrible magic scenes. Everything about this movie is terrible to watch. Please don't view this film, Vampire Academy. So this is Just Watches Movies with his review for Vampire Academy, directed by Mark Waters, who directed Mean Girls. They're already thinking about making a second one. Please don't. Please don't.